Hey guys, what's up? It's Blue Cyborg here, and welcome back finally to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. You're getting a special double bill this time. Today, Friday, the 1st of April, but not an April Fool's joke. You're getting an episode of this, and also tomorrow as well, Saturday. So, let's go. Let's supposed to have lunch with them. Last we left off, we're, well, getting lunch with these guys. What do we eat? Cafeteria? Ah, that's a plane. Okay, let's go. Plane? Well, yes, my old school. Let's eat outside near the back of the building. It's a good spot, but I didn't find it till near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Hopefully we'll get to do some exploring. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favour eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. To have finished eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier.
So, Hee-chan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right, Shi-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Change a little nod to confirmation. They turn and face me again, and Misha strains her posture as if she was about to deliver a speech.
Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in?
I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams or players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot.
There is a book club, right, Shi-chan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they could possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. Ah, okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan, does that mean you don't have anything already in mind?
Not really. They are plotting something.
Good, great, that's great, Hee-chan, really great.
Why is it so great?
Reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one thing. Student council!
I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. Well, apparently like every single Japanese school has one, so it's a very melodramatic setup though, just to tell me that. Pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says.
Right, Hee-chan, maybe you should join student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely, you should definitely join.
Why?
Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shi-chan is the president.
I was starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. I would believe so, yes. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha.
Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to...
So you're admitting that, eh?
No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course, it'd be nice if we joined and we'd appreciate it. But even now all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend more time with us after school, Hee-chan?
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are definitely pretty cute to begin with.
Well... So then, welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. What? No! Aw, see, Shi-chan. Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right. No, it would be boring if it went on smoothly. Oh well, Shi-chan knows me candy now.
You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to him. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes.
That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game.
That's not what I said.
How about it? Rich man, poor man, Hee-chan. If you lose, you have to join the student council.
No, absolutely not. What even is this game?
Oh, why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline.
Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? Now we will pull some yes, that makes me sad.
Sorry?
It's hard to tell where
Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin.
In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
Wow, they are really into this.
No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man?
Paper football?
Yeah, it's a game where they play in America. You can paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past the goalpost that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan. And it's also played by elementary middle school children, Shi-chan. Wow, that means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men.
More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it.
yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little bit curious about what the student council does here. Oh, are we being swayed by two cute girls? Never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk, the game of world domination?
I don't know what that is. I do.
It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything.
Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. Very good at it.
You want to play? We can't after school. Really, Shi-chan? We can just play for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached.
Well, okay.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan.
Wait, why there?
Because that's where we keep the game.
Grimace to tell him how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree. But I only have to get Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Definitely being swayed here. Oh. That was that girl. She just appeared in the corner of the screen for a second. Yeah, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. There is the line to draw. At school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. Run away! Tactical retreat! I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. Yeah. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell.
What's wrong, Hee-chan? That's right, we're just going to play a game of Risk, remember?
I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely. But still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is similar to turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly.
That's not true, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed.
Life is threatened? What? Expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffled face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that, I know you heard me, you have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little bigger than the classroom. It's a big table in the centre surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's, which I'm assuming is this one here. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well, extras perhaps. Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer, just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. You could at least put a potted plant in here or something. But the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? Oh my god, they're the only 2 members of the student council, aren't they? Oh boy. No? What do we know? Does it mean nobody else is going today?
Yeah, that's right.
I managed to ask what the case. She claps her hands together very energetically.
Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while I set everything up.
While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. Risk is a good game. Until Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. We're gonna get our asses handed to me. Halfway into the game, I wonder... While I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention.
Shi-chan wants you to know that you're taking too long to make a move. Shi-chan also says that she'll let you keep Australia if you agree to join the Student Council.
I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows how I care about the outcome of this game. I will not let her win. I shall not be defeated. Anyways, no.
Shi-chan admires your fighting spirit and will be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the Student Council.
You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the Student Council President to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in turn signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against the temperature, trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing.
Wait, please slow down, Shi-chan. Shi-chan says you're going to lose.
Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion!
Okay.
His eyes very shine with childlike mischief.
She says you have no chance of keeping on this, and no, you won't.
Oh, I have to make a choice. It's a trap. It's not to play defensively, or she has a point, attack aggressively. Ooh, this is difficult. I mean, they do say attack is the best form of defense. On the other hand, she could be luring me into a trap. In which case, a staunch defense might just be what I need. Oh. I will not let myself be drawn into your ploy, but at the same time, getting pumped up and yeah, I'm going to play defensively. She's trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. Since later I lose the game anyway. Oh, come on. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air celebration. Yeah!
Shi-chan, you lost when you were allowed to take me in North Africa. It's Shi-chan, not me. Getting a chill in North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack her from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Damn it. I should have attacked. Anyway. Ambition, Shi-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Shi-chan. Didn't take enough risks.
Oops.
When you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Shi-chan.
Damn, what's it to her if I play too carefully? Start to rub it in my face. Oh, she's gotten closer.
I wonder if it'd even be any good for the Student Council.
What's this, reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case.
Giving up just like that? I expected more of you.
Seriously, Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the Student Council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at the other clubs yet, and these two, they're a little weird, but they're also hard. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a good look at the clubs before I decide.
Really, Shi-chan? Don't you say that to make us feel better?
Yeah, I'm just not sure that I want to.
Oh. Okay, Shi-chan, we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. Come on, we should really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me. Unless we graduate before that.
That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know.
Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game you know, then to give you a handicap.
I might have just said that just to make you feel better after all.
Oh, that's cool, Shi-chan.
I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realise I spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. That game could go on for a very long time. Sorry, I think I have to go. I have to go. I want to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Tia scratches her head and gestures at Misha. Now how can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall.
It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is?
No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow!
Bye-bye!
On the stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, plain, like only hallways can be. Problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. Classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. Am I going to meet another girl here? I gingerly push on the centre of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it was much easier to open than I had anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head even further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the weak hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. Oh, hello. This is not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking centre stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the hallway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me.
Hello there. May I help you?
Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding, I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand.
Care to take a seat?
Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step toward another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movement with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action.
I'm Lady Sato. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind of nod, taking the request in stride. After another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink.
So,
Her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance.
Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it is being stirred.
I'm aware, Miss Hakabichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and is slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand.
He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do.
As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems to be a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'll be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lily, please, there's no need to be too formal.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students.
I see. Sorry. Wow, mate. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it.
My, there's no need to change your speech on my account.
Sure, sorry. I guess I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions.
A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another. Okay. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at.
I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duty as class representative don't leave me time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join?
The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the arts and music clubs.
At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. If this school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Ah, good, that's a relief. I've really let my guard down around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh? The time's gone quickly.
Sorry?
Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time.
Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to allay her concern. The music's quite loud. Ah, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. Probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to knowing in any case.
True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays.
Quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is?
I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Which they seem to have a habit of doing.
It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you.
It gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had been slipped into the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room apparently situated in the centre of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. Next time. Yeah, it's like, 20-something minutes of recording now, so I reckon that's a good place to stop off. We've had an interesting game of Risk. We've been nearly drafted into the student council, and we've met somebody new, Lily Sato, who seems very nice. Very nice indeed. Seems to have a good sense of humour. So, in the next episode, we shall be finally getting to the library, and hopefully getting to meet the librarian. So, thank you ever so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next episode of Date Night with Katawa Shoujo. Bye!